Well, Taylor Swift fans can rejoice. The music star making a big announcement on her boyfriend's podcast, New Heights.
We got
A briefcase,
yep,
mint green with TS
Yep.
on it.
yep.
What's in it?
This is my brand new album, The Life of a Showgirl.
TS12.
All right, that's right. Swift's 12th studio album is coming out. The album, The Life of a Showgirl, is ready for pre-orders already. And joining us now is Rachel DeSantis. She's a senior music writer for People magazine to help us make sense of this announcement, what it means both for the music industry and perhaps culturally here in America. We've already seen Rachel fans obsessing about all of sort of these hints, these Easter eggs. She's already left in the lead up to today's announcement. What makes her so good at keeping her fans engaged, even when she's not actively on tour or have a new album out?
Well, nobody loves an Easter egg more than Taylor Swift. And of course, the Swifties have been scouring her social media posts from the last few months looking for some kind of hint as to, when this was going to happen. But, they noticed everything. People were noticing in October 2024, she posted a video of her at a stadium, and she really focused on A12, as you can see right there, and you'll see A12. And I mean, a year later now, we know that A for August, 12, this happened on the 12th. So she really thinks of everything.
And she made the announcement of this new album on her boyfriend and his brother's podcast. Why do you think she did it that way? Any potential significance there?
Well, the past few albums she announced at award shows, so the fact that she chose to do it on New Heights with Jason and Travis is really just such a treat for fans. It shows just how solid they are and how supportive of one another they are. And really, this is the first time that fans will have the chance to see them interact and kind of see what their dynamic is like in a natural setting like this. So it's really exciting.
And we know that it seems like every album she sort of evolves. Certainly if you think back to earlier in her career when she was very much more in the country sort of genre, now something that is very different than that. What sort of Easter eggs or hints has she left in terms of what we might be able to expect from this upcoming album?
Well, so far the aesthetic, it's very orange, it's very glittery, it's very bright, which makes me think we're probably getting something upbeat, maybe something like 1989 vibes. And also she made a playlist for Spotify, and it has 22 of her songs on it. And it just so happens that all of the songs on the playlist were produced by Max Martin and Shellback, which seems to kind of hint that they're going to be involved in the production somehow here, which is really exciting because they worked together on Red and 1989 and Reputation. So they have a solid history of making some really fun, amazing songs.
And it's also been interesting to watch Taylor Swift sort of outside of just her music career, how much influence she has just in American culture. We saw President Donald Trump talk about her recently, not in the most positive light, but of course it comes after she endorsed Kamala Harris in 2024. Has her sort of dipping the toes into politics had any sort of impact on her music career or sort of her voice in terms of American culture, being probably one of the most popular women in America right now?
I don't think so. I think she's Taylor Swift. People love her for her music. She just has this way of tapping into emotion like no one else making music and making her listeners feel understood and feel like, oh, finally, like someone understands what I'm going through with the happiness and the heartbreaks that, I think too, a lot of her fans have grown up with her and they've really enjoyed watching her reinvent herself over the years. She's changed the way that artists take ownership over their own masters, and she's changed the way that artists tour. And I really just think she's a huge force.
Yeah, and speaking of touring, obviously her last tour we saw had a huge impact just on the economy. People had different ways of measuring just the metrics that she was bringing to some of these cities when she would come for her New Eras tour. Talk a little bit about how she may have revolutionized or sort of taken touring and the interest people have in physically going to see live music to the next level.
I mean, first of all, she plays for 3 hours. Like, that's crazy. And people were not playing that long. I mean, maybe Bruce in the 80s, but she gets up there and she just does her thing, and it's amazing. And yeah, I mean, she's helped economies in local cities that she visits. It's just truly incredible. And I think the idea, she was one of the first to kind of be like, I'm going to cover every era. And that's why it was called the Eras Tour. You know, a lot of artists would tour based on one album, but she was like, I'm doing it all. And a lot of artists have seen that and done similar things, just because it is a really fun way to see your favorite artist. And you get to, you know, go back to the beginning all the way through current stuff. So she's really, really changed concerts in general.
Yeah, all right. Rachel DeSantis, we will have you back when we know more of the 12th album, The Life of a Showgirl, which we still don't even know when it's out, right? She hasn't even said when it's physically, when you can listen to it. Is that right? We don't know anything.
No,
All right,
she
Rachel,
hasn't,
thank
but
you.
hopefully. Thanks.
More Easter eggs to come, I assume. Senior music writer for People magazine, Rachel DeSantis, thank you for joining us.
Thanks.